On a cap, I was honestly not going to try to do another rant today because, well, to be honest, I wanted to do a fan service video, basically kind of talk about which animes had some of the best fan service, just in general, and I didn't mean talk about all kinds of Mad Booba, but I guess I gotta put that to the side, mainly because my internet wants to be acting weird today, and two, because of this nonsense as well, this whole Visa Japan nonsense that we already have seen, heard of, and already have knowledge of, that this has been a problem going on. Basically, Visa, MasterCard, and all that bullshit want to basically try to censor anime at the source, telling people basically what they can and cannot buy, and essentially showing shows, hey, you can't have this anymore, you can't have that anymore, basically potentially leading up to that. And obviously, that's not really a good sign of anything, right? Because it just limits freedom of expression of people drawing what they want to draw and things of the sort like this. This is no different from how it was back in 2011 when they tried to do the same thing with Lawless and stuff like that. So people found a way around that shit, right? And by far, this is just absolutely just unnecessary when it comes down to it, right? I would have thought, you know, the head of Japan's whole Visa like work environment and placement and things of the sort like that, you would think they would try to be in line with the people, but they said screw that, basically, and they just don't care. And you know it's some BS when they have to come out and basically say, oh, this is for brand protection. Bitch, what? Why do you care about what the hell I'm purchasing? As long as it's nothing illegal and like some weird ass drugs or some information that I probably shouldn't have or things of the sort like that, why the hell do you care about what I'm spending my money on? That is not your focus as a whole ass company, especially when it comes to transactions and shit. If I want to see a whole ass fictional piece of media with all the guts and glory, not the game, and all the booba imaginable, I should be able to buy that shit because F you, it's my damn money. I shouldn't have to necessarily be worried about if a credit card company or whatever the hell's in charge essentially tell me what I can and cannot buy. That is some nonsense. And the fact that they are like proudly admitting that, you know, they're bullying the shit out of retailers to censor them and shit, isn't that like a whole illegal shit that they're pulling? Isn't that like something illegal? I'm not too versed in like the highest extent of the law and things like that. I just know the bare basics. But when it comes down to how these corporations work, isn't that some bullshit they can't pull or they shouldn't be able to pull? Like, how is this happening? So if this is something that they can't actually pull, somebody's going to get sued or somebody's going to get investigated and look into this shit. Right? I know that like in America we got like our future presidency potentially going to have somebody looking into the credit card companies and stuff like that, which is good because bitch, they don't need to control shit, not like that. But when it comes down to this, I don't know if this if this will affect like the JP side either, or if they got some of that over there that will handle this shit if they can. But this is like legit crazy now. Like, I'm not gonna even lie, this is legit space trash. And here's my whole thing too. It's like, you are a whole credit card company. Your whole thing should be getting money and basically, you know, letting people buy what they want to buy, and you get all the banks and bills and dollars that comes your damn way. Why are you trying to play moral police over what the hell can I buy and things of the sort like that? Like, that is the weirdest shit. Just be the scumbag asshole company and just take money and buy shit and then do what you do with the money that you hoard all the damn time instead of playing moral police. Let that go into the individual's hands of your stupid ass cards. Literally, there is no reason for that, right? And then all this does is make people realize, hey, your credit cards are shit. So we're gonna go start our own damn companies or go to a different source to use credit cards for, like, you know, other means and things of the sort like that. Japan does have that. They don't use it hard, but they do have that shit. So all this stuff is doing, it's just pushing them away for your bitch ass MasterCards and your bitch ass Visa cards to go to literally anything else. That's what this comes down to. And what this also shows is that just how much Western, unfortunately, Western bitch ass influence has gotten into Japan and its systems and how it works and things of the sort like that. Like, if this shit just continues on, Japan is really not gonna have much of a culture left. Genuinely, right? They're not gonna really have that much of a culture left of what they can do, right? Like, it's so weird. How come we can say that we're allies with this damn country and yet we just abuse the power of what we got to essentially just be like, yeah, Japan, you can't necessarily do this, do this, do this, and do this anymore, or we can't let you go ahead with this and this and that. And it's like, bitch, it's their country. Let them do what they're gonna do, right? As long as it's not like super anything, egregious on levels that we obviously everybody should just straight up agree on as common sense. There is no reason why you need to come through and be like, yeah, we need to start censoring the hell out of Japan. They never needed that shit. The reason why you even doing well as, you are in the entertainment space, America, is because you keep basically cheating Japan out their own shit. That's really what they come down to, right? That's why nobody's looking forward to the things of like the Kadokawa, acquisition and shit. Sure, it's not good that Kadokawa would get bought off by Tencent, but it's bitch. It wouldn't be good to see it bought off with Sony's side either. Like, there is no winnable option in any of the shit that we're seeing right now. And it goes to show again, it's just like, oh, we can buy different studios and whatever, but we can't make our own shit. We gotta basically go to a whole nother country and ruin their shit, and then potentially close down that shit when we don't make good games of it because we can't make good decisions, because America is usually just a place of bad decisions a lot of the damn time. It makes no sense. Now, to keep this very much a stat, this isn't the only time that Visa Japan has been on some weird type energy, or just Visa in general has been on some weird energy. Back in October, they started to like block certain ads and certain things off of Nico Nico, which is like Japan's YouTube over there, and essentially they started doing weird shit, blocking stuff over there and censoring that website too. So they've been on a bullshit tirade for a good little minute now. Now it's just like, oh, now we all see this shit and now everything is starting to suck now, right? And we can all point this out now. So it just is a bunch of ass cheeks, not good ones, definitely not good ones. It's just a lot of horse shit that doesn't need to be the damn case, and I fail to see what does this benefit besides your shitty ass brand being protected for some shitty ass reason, when, to be honest, no one views credit card companies genuinely in a high level light. It is just a place, or really a business where your transactions, go to one thing to another thing. That's the only thing a credit card company is known for. Don't nobody give a shit about the brand protection of that shit. I highly doubt anybody's gonna care unless it's like some weird ass, terrorism type thing. I don't think people are really gonna care unless it's something like that. And even then, as long as I can buy the shit I wanna buy, still people ain't gonna necessarily care too hard. I'm not gonna lie, and again, going kind of back to American politics, but this is why I'm slightly curious as to what the hell this next presidency gonna do, because we keep seeing a lot of bullshit going to Japan's way, right? And just a lot of bullshit in general of what is acceptable, what isn't acceptable, and it's just really annoying. And I'm curious to see if that presidency will do anything on the business side of the world regarding stuff like this, and how Japan gets screwed over so much and things of the sort like that. Like, it's just definitely, it definitely brings in a lot of curiosity of how things is gonna go, coming next year, right? Because this has just been the most weirdest timeline of just unnecessary censorship and things of the sort like that, when you don't need to be like that. This is exactly also why you get people coming through now and doing their own thing, which is why you see a lot of changes been happening, at least when it comes to America, right? Like, no one pays attention to Hollywood as hard anymore. You pay attention to YouTubers and shit now. You don't really see lots of good games come out that is on these big ass AAA studios that works well. Now it's like, oh, we gotta go to the indie side, and rarely AAA games will work out a little bit good, right? And it's like so many other things as well. Now we don't even go to Japan for certain games. Now we go to, China or Korea for certain games that we want to play and kind of just deal with that shit, right? And that's just kind of how the cup of tea has been, right? It literally has been that way. And it's unfortunate because Japan was the start of all the cool entertainment shit, right? It was really the hype of all the entertainment shit. But now it's like, because the West won't shut the hell up and get the hell out of Japan's way for 5 seconds, now it's like, oh, we gotta basically deal with what we can get out of it. And now it's like they have to deal with extra layers of censorship that wasn't effing needed. And it's just ridiculous and it's uncalled for. Genuinely, it doesn't make sense. I can only assume 2 reasons as to why this is happening. One, for a small little dumb burst that might help the Japanese economy, honestly. Maybe this could be one reason as to why, which I doubt it, because it's not working. Like DI, that shit doesn't work, it costs you more than it actually works. Or this could just be the fact that they're trying to give out one last hurrah and one last FU to consumers in Japan entirely, because they know that the presidency coming up is about to be on some bullshit that they can't control and don't like. That's the only 2 things of why I'm thinking the way this is, because it just doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. Again, there is no reason why a damn credit card company, or any company for that matter, even a damn streaming service like Crunchyroll or whatever, should have control over what get put out there and what doesn't get put out there to the highest extent, right? Like, it just doesn't. Especially when it's people that watch the shit don't really have that big of an issue with it, outside of the, whiny ass people, the vocal minority people, which they're a minority for a reason. So there is definitely that. So I don't know how all this shit is going to go for Japan. I don't know, where this shit will go in the future. Hopefully it'll be better. Hopefully we get rid of a lot of this dumbass influence out of that country and back somewhere to the grave, honestly, because that's exactly where it needs to go. And just hopefully these 4 years will just be something better than what this shit is. Because right now it's like, bro, we don't got shit that we can really do. We don't have much of anything. And at this point, it's like, we either gotta really come through and just point this shit out and call this shit out, or we start making our own shit. And really probably just need to do that just in general. Just start making our own type of entertainment and things of the sort like that. Which, again, if you can write and if you can put stuff together, might be the time for you to do so. So there is definitely that. But yeah, I just really want to talk about this one because this is absolutely ridiculous. Again, Japan don't deserve this nonsense. They already got enough nonsense as it is. This is the last piece of nonsense that they really need to, be going through. I'm tired of the censorship. I just want games, anime, manga, visual novels, whatever the hell is out there, to just be good, to just be catering to whoever they want to cater to, and just be a marketplace for everybody to kind of just enjoy and indulge in, right? Because at the end of the day, if you don't like this type of shit, cool, but at the very same time, it's not cool when this shit gets censored hard as hell for people not to be able to enjoy the shit that they want to enjoy, and shit that's been around, well, again, since like the 2000s and below. So just let people cook and let them have the shit that they want to have. It's that damn simple. But yeah, that's what I want to say for this one. So again, let me know in the comments what you think about all of this. Also, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification on the way out. Also, I'm on the socials and like to donate to the channel. Kofi and Cash App is available as well. And until then, it's your boy Jay, signing off. Have a blessed day.